Navid Central.
With Tiny. I go tired, let it say, then one night, back my days, told the one I love. I'll be back one day, through the fight, through the pain, booked a flight, took a plane, told her not to cry. I'll be back one day. Been dreaming this since I was young, so baby girl, I'll be going till I'm gone, till I'm gone, till I'm gone, yeah.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Naveed back with another episode of Inspirational Interviews. And today, guys, I am extremely excited, overwhelmed, humbled, and honored once again to be in the presence of an absolutely amazing individual, guys. The guy sat right next to me has not only won numerous awards in the fitness industry for is being, for example, Sports Personality of the Year. He's won this year in 2019. He won Excellence in Health and Fitness. He's won numerous awards in bodybuilding. He was also endorsed by LA Muscle, the same company that endorsed Anthony Joshua. You know who he is, guys. And guys, he's also won the Young Muslim Award quite recently. He's won numerous awards, guys. He's done absolutely amazing things, not only in the fitness world, but also in various other industries as well, guys. Without further ado, I would like to present to you Waheed Aesthetic. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Thank you very much. Like I says, good to be here with Naveed and just getting the ball rolling.
Amazing. Just to let you guys know, Waheed is on a diet right now and has got a bodybuilding competition coming up, so energy is going to be quite low right now, guys. But I really respect him, and this is what shows you guys how much of a humble and amazing individual he is right now, that even though he's feeling weak, it's about 9 a.m. in the morning, he's feeling weak, he's just at a training session, he's still giving me the opportunity to interview him, guys. If that isn't humility at its best, then I don't know what is, and I'm actually going to shake his hand once more for that, honestly, guys, because he's accepting my energy, and my energy, guys. I didn't always gassed. But yeah, guys, I never also mentioned he's actually a serial entrepreneur as well in terms of his fitness business, his gym brand. He's actually built a multi-million-pound empire, right? And he's done amazing things. And you guys, so Waheed, how did it all begin? Like, I want you to tell us a little bit about your childhood. Like, how did it all begin for you?
To be fair, I've come from a footballing background, so I played football at a half-decent level. Played football Tamworth, then went to Sporting Cowsa. Not the best of childhood in terms of left school with no GCSEs, but it gave me the opportunity to start health and fitness. I started the health and fitness side of it, and then from there went to college, BTEC honours, university, 2-1 honours sports exercise science. From there I modelled at a good level, various cover shots, Asiana. I was the only brown face to be in the final of Mr. England, and then from there obviously I just thought, let's take the fitness game to another level. And never stopped, to be fair. So from that, done various competitions, Body Power Expo, which is the largest expo in Europe. I won the World Championship not last year, the year before, and now obviously it's Miami Pro Mr. Universe, which is 5 weeks from today.
Wow, man, amazing stuff. So as you can see, he's got a litany of things that he's done, guys, and so like, what got you involved into like the modeling and the bodybuilding and stuff? Like, was it dreams since you were young? Was it anyone you were looking up to, thinking, okay, or was it just you just thought, what, this is it,
To be fair, obviously, I always get inspiration from anyone and everyone. You can pick up inspiration off your next door neighbour, or even, the likes of Ronaldo, Sylvester Stallone, obviously Rockies, Arnold Schwarzenegger. At the time, it was Manny Pacquiao and Mayweather. And something that they had in common was aesthetics, which was their looks. And then from there, I just followed that. And then I wanted to take my physique to a different level. That's what it was.
Amazing. And what does it take for someone to get to such an elite level of, whether it's bodybuilding or anything in life? For example, because you never just did it the normal way. There's a lot of people, we all know people who weight train, guys. We all know people who play sports for fun and stuff like that. But, to get to a level where you're commended for it, winning awards for it, and then able to take it to the next level where you're actually traveling the world, like Miami, for example, that's one of my dream places to visit. And, how do you get to that level? What does it take to get to that level?
It's quite simple, to be fair. I'm going to use it in three words. Consistency is king. So be consistent and everything will play in place. So it's not a matter of doing it for 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. I've been doing this for 12 years. So 12 years every single day. So be consistent. Consistent in anything you do, you get reward. You get out what you put in life. If you put in a lot, you're gonna get out a lot. It's as simple as that.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, on your journey, obviously, as you know, I'm sure you'd agree that to get to success, there is no elevator to success, right? You have to take the stairs, and I'm sure life must have been hard for you, because right now, it's easy for us to sit here and you to mention you've got all these things, but, out of humility, you might not mention the hard things you went through, the obstacles you came across, Like, I just want you to, we haven't got that long for this interview, but, I just want you to tell us a little bit about how was it, like, when you started getting into modeling, especially being an Asian, trying to do something different nowadays, getting into modeling, getting into bodybuilding, were people accepting it, or were people saying to you, yeah, you're cheering you on, saying go and do it, or was it like, what you doing, bro? Why don't you do something else? Blah, blah, blah.
That's simple. That's society. The society we're brought up in, that's going to be in every single thing you do in life. There's going to be some people that are not going to like it, and there's going to be some people that are going to like it. But it's entirely up to yourself what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. With anything, great. Obviously, it's going to be hard work. It's as simple as that. Obviously, many people follow you on Instagram and the YouTube, Facebook, etc., and they see the glitz and the glam, but they don't see the actual hard work. They don't see the 5 o'clock morning starts, and they don't see you getting home till about 10:30 every single night. But what they do see is your fancy watches and your fancy cars, etc. But obviously, the grind, that happens in every single thing. Which, with anything, and like I said, you get out what you're putting in life, and I don't think everyone sees the hard work.
Amazing. The grind is real, guys, and the grind never stops. And you mentioned something that resonates with me right now, because as you guys know, if you know me well, I study successful people, right? And there's something I came across, just a few years ago, really, and it really, to be honest with you, it's had an impact on my life as well, right? I try my best to stick to it, but sometimes, obviously, you do mess up. Most successful people don't mess up, though, right? Waking up early. They say a leader either wakes up at 5 or goes to sleep at 5, right? Did you just start doing that yourself, or did you learn that other successful people were doing it as well, and you thought, let me do that, it might be something great, or is it something that you've just been doing all the time?
It's something which I've been doing for a long while, to be fair. And furthermore, obviously, as I'm a practicing Muslim, first thing in the morning is prayer. So if you don't wake up for prayer, then what are you going to wake up for?
True. Very true, very true. And, in terms of your obstacles in life, right? Like, I'm sure you must have had a hard life, right? In terms of getting to where you are right now, because I know, guys, I know there's a lot of people who look at people who are successful and say, oh, he got there this way, he got there that way. When you see a guy like this, right, who wasn't rich as a kid, who never had that lifestyle or that fancy lifestyle as you might see him with now, right? Because as they say, what is it? Success is hard work in disguise, right? What would you say in terms of any obstacles you had? What would you say? Would you say that there was any highlighting obstacle in your life that got you turned around, or like, for example, or where you hit rock bottom, or you were like, you know what, you thought you'd lost everything, or you might not get to where you want to get to, and it took you to have that situation in your life to turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to continue going, and I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to get to where I want to get to?
Yeah, there's been various various chapters in my life which obviously are going to state that. Obviously, there's certain times when I left school with no GCSEs. There's been times when I've lost pretty much every single thing I've had. But obviously, this interview is about positivity, so I don't really put negativity into it and put a downfall onto it or highlighting something which is not so good. Obviously, your channel is all about positivity, so let's keep it positive and talk about the positive stuff.
No, true. I fully agree with what you're saying, Waheed. I fully agree, because it is about positivity. Now, the only reason I'm asking about the obstacle,
everyone's going to have obstacles, it's as simple as that, but it's just how you come over them. And tough times don't last, tough people do. It's the famous saying by Khalid bin Walid.
Amazing stuff. So what advice would you have for the youths of today, for example? Because especially you being an Asian guy, not that everyone watching is Asian, right? Anyone around who's watching, right? We accept all cultures and races and colors. But what I mean is, predominantly in the Asian community right now as well, a lot of people, a lot of kids, they're looking up to us, but not even Asians, let's say in deprived areas, for example, ethnic minorities, right? They look up to, or they have these role models who are committing crime or selling drugs and, doing wrong things to make money, right? And that's why I do these interviews, honestly, the reason why, as you know, guys, these interviews are inspirational interviews. The main reason I do them, guys, is to show, especially, it's for everyone, but especially the youth of today, especially those who are between 18 and 25 especially as well, right? To show you guys that, you can become successful. It might take you a little bit longer, right? But you can become successful legitimately and in a way of good faith, right? Where you're not committing crime, you're not doing bad things, and that's why you've got Waheed on the show, because your life's inspirational, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? So, what advice would you have for people out there who are probably thinking that the only way to become successful is by committing crime or doing wrong things, maybe because they haven't got GCSEs, or maybe because they're not academically sort of equipped? Does that make sense?
It makes perfectly a lot of sense. If you asked me this question about 20 years ago, it would have been very hard. But after you're asking me now, society's changed. There's so much things in place for people from deprived areas. You could go to art classes for free. You could go to drama classes for free. They've got music studios which are for free. So whatever you want to be, there'll always be an opportunity for you to do it, whether you're deprived or whether you're super rich. So I don't use that as an excuse for anybody. There's opportunities there for every single thing, and be what you want to be. Don't be what society tells you what to be. Don't listen to certain rap artists who are gonna tell you that trapping's the best way forward, etc. Because it's not. Like it says, don't believe everything you see. Go out there and find yourself. The most important thing is find yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Find yourself and be yourself, whatever that may be. Whether that's a dancer, whether, Billy Elliot, if you want to be a ballet dancer, go be a ballet dancer. You know what I mean? Society and people are always going to judge you, but nobody should really be judging you. Simple as that.
Amazing. As Tupac said, only God can judge me, right? And I was gonna say, okay, we haven't got long, guys, and I was gonna ask you, so what does it take to be working with some elite celebrities, right? You've got to that stage. I respect that. And, if someone's watching right now and they want to know whatever field they're in, how can I get to a level where I'm working with celebrities? Even myself, guys, obviously I've got people like yourself on right now, and we're slowly getting to great people. And right now, as you can see, we've got an amazing individual right now, right, guys? So, what does it take? Like, how did it happen for you? Like, how did you start getting known, right? Like,
I never woke up in the morning and says to myself, I want to be well established, or I'm going to go look for celebrities to come work with me. Your work should do that for you. Trust your craft. If your craft's good, you've put time in your craft, you've invested in your craft, it will come back. You get out what you put in life. It's a basic concept of it's basic. It's a universal thing, and law of attraction. You get out what you put in. So if I'm going to put in work and work don't come back to me, I'm not putting enough work in. So go put work in, and like I says, you attract people of similar mindset and what you are. So if you want positive people around you, be positive. If you want negative people around you, be negative. Simple.
Amazing. All right. So surround yourself with positive people. That's what it's about, guys. So yeah, okay, look. Who would you say gave you advice or inspired you, right? And it doesn't have to be a celebrity. It could be anyone in the world, right? That growing up, you looked up to and you're like, hey, you know what? If that person could do it, I could do it. Now, there might not be anyone, right? Or there might be people. And would there be anyone in particular who you'd say, you know what? Throughout my life, I've looked at them and I've thought, if they could do it, I could do it. Or they've inspired me, well, at the very least.
My dad's a hard-working, honest guy, so I just thought, let's be hardworking, let's be honest, and whatever happens from there, happens from there. So be hard work, be honest, and whatever happens, happens from there.
Amazing stuff. So it's his dad, right? I've heard mom before, but I haven't heard dad, and it's true, right? Our parents, right? Our parents have a massive impact on our lives, guys. The things that they go through, especially, with me, myself as well, guys. Growing up, life was hard, and you look up to your parents and you think, hold up, especially fathers as well. Fathers, they hide a lot of things, they hide a lot of emotions. They're the men of the house, Sometimes as a guy, you can't show your emotions. You could be upset, you could be broke. You can't show your kids and your family how you're feeling right now. And that's the most amazing thing about parents, and they are the greatest role model in my opinion as well. So, finally, do you have any quote, life quote, anything like that resonates with you, bro? Like, I always end up in the shows like this, and I always ask someone, what life quote would you have that resonates with you? I saw one down there. He's got one down there. I'm not going to turn the camera, but it says, he's got a poster, that's your poster. It says, if it wasn't hard, everyone would do it. It's the hard that makes it great. And I absolutely love that. I was looking at it before and I was like, you know what? That's absolutely amazing, because I was thinking about it this morning. If you want life, if you want life to be easy, then you've got to be willing to do what's hard, right? But if you want life to be hard, which I doubt, but you just go, say let life be easy, go along with the flow, right? But apart from that, unless you just want to say that quote, right, it's perfectly fine. Have you got any other quotes that you live by?
Yeah, this one here. If you can see it on the camera.
Wide ripped. Okay, guys, I don't know. Okay.
It says consistency is king.
Okay.
Consistency is king. It's a reminder to myself, be consistent, and obviously it'll take you far in it. So consistency is king. Like I says, anything you're doing, don't do it for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, give up. It's got to be years upon years. I've been doing this for over a decade. It never happened overnight, and same for anyone else. There's lots of people out there now, like I said, I don't want to end up on a negative note and stuff, who look at me and think, we need to do it like Waheed. Don't do it like Waheed, do it like yourself. And obviously I've built a good blueprint there for people to follow. Great to follow, but be yourself, and that's the most important thing. Be yourself, and consistency is king.
Amazing stuff. And finally, just basically touching on what you said, because that was absolutely amazing stuff, right? Because I met a guy the other day, and he was actually owner of a Metro Bank, yeah? I said this in another interview as well. And basically, he was a billionaire, and he was speaking about learning your unique skills, and basically, everyone's got their own unique skills, and you just got to learn what they are and follow them. But additionally, you've just added to that right now. What you've said is, you've got to be yourself, though, right? And I think that's a massive thing. Like, even when I do what I'm doing, for example, I know that I've got to be myself. I'm not trying to be like anyone else. I know I've just got to be the best version of myself, right? And do you think that has a massive impact? Do you think there's a lot of people who act like other people, and that's what could hold them back? Or
Yeah, of course, because you're not getting the full potential out of yourself. So like I says, you get inspiration and motivation of many individuals, like I says, Ronaldo, McGregor's, the Muhammad Ali's, who else was there? The Rock. They're all people that I've took inspiration off, but I've never wanted to be them. I've always just took inspiration off them. Inspire for everyone, put it in a blender, mix it up. You're that person.
amazing. I love that exactly, right? Take a bit from everyone, guys, and then just take over, right? Dominate, right, guys? Shouldn't be there to compete. You should be there to dominate in whatever industry you're in, guys. Household names, like right now, Waheed Aesthetic, absolutely smashing it in the fitness world, guys. It's not even a joke. And really and truly, guys, I'm gassed. I'm not even joking, guys. I've got him here today. As I told you guys, he's feeling a bit weak. But look, he actually came on the interview, guys. That should show you guys, look, people have excuses. I can't do this. I could have done that. He could have easily messaged me saying, hey, you know what? Bro, I'm not feeling well right now. Even when I walked in, he could have said, you know what, bro, I'm not feeling well. There's no point in doing it, blah, blah, blah. But he still gave me the time of day, right? He still probably thought the guy has come down, blah, blah, blah. You know what? I respect that, and this is inspirational for me, honestly. It shows me what kind of person to be, right? Because I've got big goals, I've got big dreams, and I'm trying to build my channel and build my brand and inspire other people. And I know, I've got to take a leaf from your tree, for example, or page from your book, seeing that, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm not feeling well or I'm busy or something like that, I've still got to give people a time of day. Guys, he doesn't need to give me a time of day. Really and truly, like he's got a massive following on Instagram. Who am I? Really and truly, right? Yeah. But the thing is, he's an amazing guy, and this is what I believe. This is why I believe he is where he is, because he's so good with people, right? And he's a genuine guy, right? Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure, Waheed. Honestly, bro, it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm sorry for making it so long ago because it printed it quick. Any final words, bro? Any final words?
No, there's just like it says, consistency is king, and be yourself. And like it says, Naveed's doing a great job. Do follow him and support his work. It's the most important thing, is supporting each other's work, because you rise by lifting others. So if you ain't going to lift others, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you. And remember, the higher you are, the bigger the drop. And if you do drop and you've effed about with people on the way up, they ain't effing with you when you're willing to climb back up as well. So yeah, support everyone, and we rise by lifting others.
Amazing stuff, guys. Waheed, it's been a pleasure. Guys, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and share the video. One thing I'd like to say to you guys is, as always, Naveed Central. Thank you very much, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Peace and love. Naveed Central.